The Ghost Ship is a Dutch story. Once upon a time, there was a large sailing ship that went to the waters of the Netherlands. The name of the ship is Flying Dutchman. Hundreds of years ago, the ship's captain, Daniel van der Den, decided to risk his life to protect it in the middle of a storm. However, that determination led to tragedy. One day, Captain van der Den ordered the voyage to continue in the face of a violent storm. The sailors felt fearful and felt that sailing in the storm was reckless, but the captain said, "If we survive this storm, our ship will become a legend and rule the seas." The storm became more and more intense, and the ship gradually lost control. However, Captain van der Den did not give up and continued to move forward with his life. The ship crossed the waves, cut through the wind, and moved forward as if immortal. The sailors were terrified, but the captain just looked ahead. At that time, suddenly, lightning fell from the sky, and the ship disappeared with a loud explosion. At that moment, Captain van der Den and his crew were trapped in the sea forever. Since then, the Flying Dutchman has been drifting on the seas on any stormy day and has never returned to port. The ship appears in the fog and continues to sail endlessly, emitting a pale light that illuminates the sea at night. Everyone who saw it said that they had seen the ghost ship, but those who approached it never returned. One evening, a young fisherman was crossing the sea. The sea was quiet at night, and only the moonlight illuminated the sea surface. At that time, a pale glowing boat suddenly appeared in front of the fisherman's eyes. The ship's sails are shabby, and the faces of the sailors are not visible. However, at the bow of the ship stood a person who looked like Captain van der Den. The fisherman was terrified, but when he stared at the captain's figure, he spoke quietly. "Why did you come here?" The fisherman replied tremblingly. "I was just fishing. Who are you?" The captain said slowly, after a long silence. "I am the captain of the Flying Dutchman, and I will just continue to drift on the sea on this ship that I will never return." When the fisherman heard these words, his heart suddenly sank. Then he said to the captain, "Then put me on the ship to give you eternal sleep. May my crossing of the sea with you end your suffering." The captain was silent for a while, but eventually nodded. "I accept your thoughts gratefully. But on the day we fulfill our promise, our curse will be lifted." The fisherman then boarded the ship and sailed out to sea with the Flying Dutchman. It is said that the ship was enveloped in a mysterious tranquility and continued its voyage for eternity. And no one knows where the ship ended up even after hundreds of years. Even now, when crossing the sea on a stormy night, fishermen can see the boat glowing pale. The ship will continue to sail forever, and the captain is waiting for the day when the curse will be lifted. That's it.